Presently, I'll tell you about a movie called Return to Cinder. It's about Miranda Wells, a nurse who wants to succeed in her work. She's cautious and careful, but when she goes on a date with a stranger, he hurts her unexpectedly, and she ends up falling in love with him. What happens next is pretty surprising. The most exciting part of the movie occurs near the end. At first, we meet Miranda, a nurse in surgery. She's in the operating room when an elderly woman passes away. The woman's son starts yelling at Miranda, but she ignores him and leaves. There's no comfort at all. I wish she had to lie in that bed for 29 years and hear me tell her how ugly, stupid, and lazy she is. I'm not going to the store to get your pills anymore, and I'm not massaging your legs. When a buddy mentions going on a blind date, Miranda remains silent. Hey, hold on. I heard you were going on a blind date of some sort. You truly aren't telling me that, I mean? Miranda makes a visit at a laundromat to pick up her clothes before heading home. She declines to sign whatever they ask her to, since she would rather use her own materials exclusively. When she gets to her dad's house, she gets attacked by his dog, which tears her clothes. She had dinner with her dad while continuing to wear the ripped dress. She saves the life of a man who is choking during supper because she is a nurse. After taking a tour of a house the next day, she chooses to sell her previous residence in order to purchase the new one. Someone pretending to be Kevin unexpectedly shows up at Miranda's house, bewildered, just as she is getting ready for her blind date. After a brief exchange of words, Miranda requests that he leave and return at the appointed time. Kevin approaches Miranda and begins to abuse her as he locks the door from the inside. There's a tussle, and he hits her hard before running away. When the genuine Kevin shows up for their blind date later, it becomes clear that the earlier man was a fraud. When Kevin finds Miranda upset, he phones the police. After being brought to the hospital, Miranda stays quiet for several days due to shock. Seeing her state, her father is concerned. When the police question Miranda about her previous encounters with the assassin, she says she saw him at a restaurant where she had supper with her father. William is his name, and he is employed there. Miranda's dad cleans her house the following day, but nobody wants to purchase it because of the incident, so she can't buy a new one. So basically, you're saying that I have no buyer anymore, Miranda. William is arrested by the police and put in jail. I am aware of how difficult things are for you. Listen. A turning moment occurs when she struggles in the hospital with trembling hands and receives a reprimand from her senior. Brenda comes up with a scheme and begins writing letters to William every day while he is incarcerated, even if he returns them unopened. Miranda goes on. In the interim, she makes renovations to her home and starts gradually poisoning her father's dog to see how many pills will eventually kill it. Finally, the Williams letter shows up, telling you that you can now meet me and you have won. Miranda says she wanted to see him visit William in jail, which is why she wrote the letters. She visits him every day and asks him about his life, talking to him gently as if nothing had occurred. I suppose I needed to be sure I could look you in the eye without feeling scared. That is still the house I reside in. I apologize. I was informed that you were planning to move, but the address is right there. It's the historic home. In an attempt to win William over, she keeps poisoning her father's dog and dressing elegantly. William begins to get fond of her. You're anxious. You're anxious. She soon begins to act as though she loves him. Through her letters, Miranda presents herself as forgiving and implies that she recognizes Williams's desire for atonement. This leads to visits to the prison. Her past rage and dread are a stark contrast to her peaceful demeanor during visits. In the end, William is released from jail after Miranda backtracks on her complaint. Randy, sadly, Her father's dog passes away from the poisoning, leaving him inconsolable. I'm leaving you to miss me. William gives flowers to Miranda after being freed. Miranda. Do you know Miranda, though? That's who I am. Says thank you and talks to her on the phone. When he visits her the following day, they have a chat during which Miranda begs him to work on her house and come back the next day. William, here you are. I said I would be there. You didn't accept my story. No, I did. You just came along sooner than I expected. Apologies. It's all right. I'm just eager to make things right. When Miranda's father runs into William in his shop, he violently confronts Miranda. Her father storms off in frustration as she declares her intention to make things right. What on earth are you contemplating? What topic are you discussing? Son, that's it. How soon did he leave? How on earth does he have the audacity to travel 100 kilometers and reveal his face? Calm down. I'm at ease now. William arrives the following day to repair up Miranda's home. Juice mixed with medicines that hurt her dad's dog is what she feeds him. William becomes unwell, and upon awakening, he finds himself restrained in Miranda's basement. After giving him some medication to help, she pulls off his applause nails, which causes him further pain. When someone knocks on Miranda's door, she covers William's mouth, grabs the box, and turns to face him again. As she describes what he did to her, it becomes unsettling. Let go, William, let go. She continues to harm him until a later time. Miranda shares all of this with her dad. I really apologize. Don't say you're sorry. I'm really concerned about you, but you don't have to worry because this is your life, and I know that, Daddy, you won't be around much longer. You were so strong when your mother passed away, and everyone expected you to rebel and cause all kinds of problems. However, you stayed the course and showed me that you were level-headed for the first time in my life. Please don't worry.